Seems like people just ain't the same anymore. They're always in a rush to get moving, to go to the next place, people don't spend quality time with each other anymore. Back in the day, when you sit down for dinner, that's an important meal. It's a time to spend quality time with the people you're sitting down with, your family, to talk, just to enjoy, Dinner went from being 45 minutes long to an hour long, down to 12 minutes long now. People are always in a rush to do the next thing, to get away, to go to go there. People don't appreciate each other anymore. They don't appreciate spending time with one another. They just don't care. There's that same spark, that same energy isn't there. People are just in a rush. I don't know what's on my nose. Shit's bleeding, so I don't care. People are just in a rush there's something wrong with people. They're in a rush to go do something else, to leave, they have a messed up mind. The society's messed them up. Social media's messed people up. People are so dug into that 9 to 5, that grind, bro, that work, where they don't even know how to enjoy themselves. They don't even know how to spend any quality time when their mind is so used to, what am I doing spending quality time? What am I doing hanging out right now? They're like autonomic system. Their mind is like a computer. Even though you're supposed to be in the moment, you're supposed to be spending quality time, you don't work today, their mind is still used to having to do the next thing, having to go to work, having to complete the next project, having to clock in, punch in this freaking matrix. This enslaved system. People's minds are enslaved. They're enslaved to the system. They don't even know how to enjoy themselves no more. How to have a conversation, how to laugh, how to realize how precious life really is, what it's really about. What life is really about. Life is about enjoying people's company, enjoying the moment. It's not all about rushing around, trying to get the next, trying to make the next move, trying to do the next thing, trying to keep, just always in a rush. And people really got to understand that. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy where society has headed. Everybody is just on the go. I'm gonna go here, then I gotta go there, then I gotta go there. I can't stay long. Can't do this, can't do that. People can't sit still no more. There's something bothering them internally. People can't sit still. There was a time, man, where I remember back in the day, we used to just kick it, bro. We used to just hang out all day, just chill. Well, that's, we would just chill, talk about various things, philosophical talk deep. Now everybody is literally isolating themselves purposefully. When you don't even need to be out. The devil, this whole isolation thing, the lonely path is the only path. Yeah, bro, the Lord will isolate you for his own reasons because he needs you to focus on other things, to build yourself, to build your relationship with him. Because when you're always with people, how can you build your relationship with Christ when you're always with people? Unless you're congregating, reading the scriptures, stuff like that. But when you're always busy, you might get fired from a job, what am I gonna do now? And instead of focusing on the Lord, you're watching videos and watching all this bullshit, this garbage just going through you. You know what I'm saying? TikTok and swiping, and it's just, you gotta really, is that really serving you? You gotta understand how precious this moment is. What's that gonna do for you tomorrow? What are you watching? What are you doing? We need to spend if we have free time, we need to spend it enjoying people's company, spending with the Most High. If you're isolated, that's time to be with the Lord. Because when you were working 40 hours a week, you didn't have that much time to read the Bible, did you? You didn't have that much time to pray to God, ask him for guidance, to ask him for what is your role. You had to ask the Lord, what is my role in your life? We're always trying to ask God, what am I supposed to do? What's my purpose in this life? No, ask what's his purpose? What's my purpose in your kingdom? That's what we gotta ask. People don't take the time to just be in silence. We always got noise around us, whether it's music, the TV, the this, the that's all noise. That's what the devil wants, to keep you in that noisy state where you cannot even hear your own thoughts and just go on impulses. You impulsively just buy this, do that, make this decision, make that decision, instead of literally waiting, staying calm to see what the right decision is to make. We're always on the go. The society wants us. Everything's built to be on the go. They don't even have really cafes where you can sit down and chill and talk. Everything is get your cup and leave. Everything on the go. They ain't even nowhere to kick it. There's nowhere to chill. There's hours. The park closes at this time, or you're at a park after hours, you get arrested. Places they have where you can sit are uncomfortable. These small ass benches outside of Whole Foods or whatever. There's nowhere you can really just sit and chill for a few hours on your free time. It's always people on the run, on the go. Like, what are you doing, bro? It's the weekend, for example, right? And people are always on the go. There's traffic everywhere. It's just people are full of stress. That's not what life was made to be, bro. That is not what life was meant to be. People are so just, all they care about is money, cars, just material stuff that doesn't do nothing, it doesn't fill your soul with nothing. You know, the world has changed. It is what it is. I mean, that's how the United States has become mostly. A lot of people they got their cliques, their this and that. And you gotta understand that you gotta stay away from negative people, negative energy though too. You gotta stay away from if you feel negative energy in your home environment by the people that are around you, you need to remove yourself from there. Remember, put God first and then yourself. You might be facing all sorts of unfortunate events, but there's always something to learn from it. And just because the other person doesn't care or understand, or they're just looking at your pockets. You might have faced an unfortunate event where you got fired from a job. You know what I'm saying? And someone around you, a family member, doesn't care. All they care about is how they know that you won't be making any money at the time and won't be able to help them out or something. It's we live in a selfish society, bro. People just think of self. How they can get by, how they can make it. They don't care about lending a hand. People will pay for your funeral. Your family will pay for your funeral, but they won't give you money right now to start your own business. Think about that. Most of the time, people will, 90% of the time, someone will pay for your funeral to bury you, put you in the ground, but they won't pay for, pay 10 grand for you to start up a business to help you when you're down. Maybe you're completely broke. Maybe you're a payment away from, losing your house or your apartment. You got a notice on the door saying if you don't make next month's rent, you out of there. You get it? You evicted. You could be facing all sorts of things. There ain't nobody there to lend a helping hand. And you could tell that even if they don't have that much money, they spend money. They go on vacations. They do this. They do that. But when you're down, ain't nobody around. When you're down, ain't nobody around. You know what I'm saying? You could tell, bro. We're living in very different time. We're definitely in the end times. 'Cause ain't nobody around. You know what I'm saying? People aren't as friendly anymore. They're cold. People are so fake. You say hi to someone, how you doing? Say, I'm doing good. How you doing? I'm doing good. Everybody's just doing good, huh? No one will just share how they really feel. People are so fake. That's why you got to keep your authentic self. You got to stay authentic to yourself, because then you'll turn fake. Then you forget who you are, bro. You'll forget who you really were. Don't lose yourself in this fake ass world. This world is fake, bro. It is fake. People are so fake. They'll just say, I'm doing good. How you doing? I'm doing great. Yeah, I'm good, with that fake smile and just, but they're not doing good. They're not. We got social media destroyed everything. They're not doing good. People on the social media thing is so fake. Everybody posting pictures of all these times, all these places and all this and that, where they are, and smiles and drinks. But they don't post the bad times. They don't post things like, they don't post the times where, their thoughts, the times where they're not doing very well. It's made to be fake, to show. It's just, people are mentally all messed up. That's why we gotta just take some time, go and get into the nature, bro. You know what I'm saying? Get into nature. Focus on the Most High in our relationship with Him. And don't believe that everybody has the best intentions for you. Now, the Lord will always send somebody. Always will send somebody, an angel, send somebody out there to help you. You know what I'm saying? When you're going through things. But for the most part, you just got to rely on yourself and the Most High. And understand that, times might be difficult, but we need to be grateful for everything that we have. And a lot of people are ignorant. They're not grateful. They're self-righteous instead of being righteous with the Lord. They don't admit their faults. And you got to stay away from bad energy. I'm telling you, it can destroy you. And a toxic environment. Once you remove yourself from a toxic environment, see how much your life changes. Your mood changes, your physiology changes. I mean, literally, it's like a miracle when you remove yourself from an environment that's not right for you. Everything changes, bro. Everything. That's all I have to say for today. I love y'all. Peace.